Welcome to Brazil Bound, presented by Castrol GTX High Mileage. I'm your host, Jason Saghini. With me, former U.S. men's national team assistant coach Jesse Marsch. Jesse, the U.S. getting a 2-1 victory over Turkey here at Red Bull Arena today. This was a game that was a lot more open than we had expected coming in.
Yeah, very entertaining from the first minute, and both teams with a lot of chances, and both back lines and keepers were forced to make a lot of plays. But it beckons the question, does the U.S. plan to play like this in the World Cup?
It will be interesting when you look at the opponents, Portugal and Germany. To play this open of a game is a little bit scary, but we'll see. Fabian Johnson scoring the first goal for the U.S. in the first half, Clint Dempsey scoring in the second half. Both of those goals going through Michael Bradley at some point, and this is something we talked about earlier in the week.
Yeah, the first point we made is that Michael Bradley needed to be catching more balls in the midfield when he was facing their opponent's back line so that he could make some penetrating passes. And he was a big part of both goals, and the pass he delivered to Fabian Johnson for the first goal was a very good pass and led to a great goal.
All right, a lot of Michael Bradley's freedom to roam came from solid play out of Jermaine Jones and Kyle Beckerman in the second half behind him. Who else in this game stood out to you?
Well, I thought Josie Altidore really put in a good game and a good shift. You know, it was 90 minutes of hard work. At moments, he was forced to play with his back to goal and hold up some balls. I thought he did well there. And he was on the move a lot, and he was causing the two center backs from Turkey a lot of trouble with his strength and his speed. And I think if he continues to play like that, he's going to find more goals. Then I thought Clint Dempsey was his normal self, dangerous, clever around the goal. He scores a goal. And then the other one who made an impression on me was John Brooks. Not only did he read plays and was very physical back there, but he helped initiate the attack and played simple balls forward. And that may be the single biggest question for Jurgen Klinsmann going into the World Cup is, what will the pairing in the center back be? And I think that John Brooks may have emerged as a potential candidate.
All right, only 2 games left before that crucial game against Ghana in the World Cup. They're going to play Nigeria on Saturday, then a closed-door scrimmage against Belgium down there. What, if anything, right now stands out to you as the thing that needs to be resolved as far as any issues on the field?
Well, I still have some big concerns about how the diamond midfield is going to defend as a unit. For me now, Turkey had some players that were pretty good on the ball, and they were able to slice through the midfield at different moments, and it was too much for either Jermaine Jones or Kyle Beckerman to handle on their own. They tilted Michael Bradley back a little bit to help deal with some of that, but still, I think they've really got to figure out how they're going to deal with spaces in the midfield. And then the other problem for me was when Turkey had space in the midfield to look up and play balls forward, the outside wingers for Turkey were too open too often. And for me, that was a product of the fact that the outside backs, being Fabian Johnson and Timmy Chandler, were tucked too far inside, and it was too easy to play balls over their shoulder, and then those players caught balls and were either able to put balls in the box or run at us with the ball. And again, when you look forward to the teams that we're going to be playing in Brazil, they all have very good wide attack. So we're going to have to figure out how we're going to deal with that and how to space ourselves better so that it's not so easy to get at us from the wings.
All right, I mentioned 2 games left to get all of that sorted out. Let us know what you think. What are you concerned about as you look at this team? You can comment in the comment section below. You can also tweet using the hashtag BrazilBound. If we use your tweets in the show on Wednesday, that's when we'll be back next. We will, of course, send you some cool Castrol World Cup swag. Stay tuned to MLSsoccer.com, though. There's plenty more coming out of this game. Andrew Wiebe will have plenty of reaction from the players and coaches.